That's still a great rush and a little bit of a surprise.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Ready, blue 80, blue 80. 54, right, 54. Check.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. It's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. On 2nd down, Cook. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Gun. Ringo.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 79 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
21.
From the 38, Ryan steps away to his left. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Here's Ryan. Open man, it's Stacker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
It's Xavier Rhodes there in on the stop. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 2nd down, Freeman. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And that is going to be incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Check. Gun. 45. Bingo. Got to do better. Rhino.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. Finding some room at midfield. And down to the 28-yard line. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 28.
First and 10 at the 28.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. The throw complete to Beebe. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Check. What I need? Check 45 to Mike. Go. Leave it. Ring up 48. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Lucky 50. Check it back. What is that? Hot.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Quaker Omaha. Bandit. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here's Cousins looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
25! 54. Don't get nervous. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Now it's Freeman. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle made by Everson Griffin. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. Stocker's got it. Complete. Well, this will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy, and who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
12 yards is the pickup, good for a 1st down for the Falcons. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Check. Hey, orbit. Go.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Parkey with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this. It's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Ryan. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Ryan. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And Diggs has it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Cousins to throw it this time. And he's able to find Diggs. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing is Cousins, rolling to his right. And his throw is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
First down. Pick it up. First and 10.
On first down, it's Cook. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Lucky 50. Mike, 45. Slack, Mike. Strip that ball. Slam.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota.
Let's go.
Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for first and goal. They'll run with Madison. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 41. Buying time to his left. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Parkey adds the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Falcons 14.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big...
He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up. And they'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. He finds an opening past the 40. That good for 22 and a first down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to the ground on 1st down. Here's Madison. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll... Second and 6.
Duke Riley on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the... Exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Cousins now. And he finds Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Now Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be second and 12. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Elsewhere, a third quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up second and 12.
6-6, pull it high. 6 through. Check 6 guys. Sponge. No.
Now Cook running right. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The Vikings on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Watch the slant.
Gun.
Watch the slant. Check 52.
Rose.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. On second down, this is Madison. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
On first down, it's Cook. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big run there by Freeman. 41 yards on the ground.
First down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, red players. Go.
Ryan. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman, and he's going to be taken down with a mark. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, it's Smith. But he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Ryan. And he's got it. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and goal, Atlanta.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Parkey with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered cover. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Ryan. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Mike, put it ready. 60 yards. Go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Tight right, tight right. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Here we go.
Now a give running right. It's Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Again, it's Cook. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Everson Griffin in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. After the sack on 1st down, Ryan, it's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long, it's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. Harrison Smith on the coverage.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. One last shot for Ryan. Now a desperation throw. And got his man complete. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Minnesota, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.